In the lush heart of Vermont, United States, nestled within the serene town of Lakeview, resided Sophia Harrington. Sophia, a respected and influential figure, was a sharp and astute businesswoman, possessing a vast fortune that extended far beyond the gaze of ordinary eyes. Sophia hadn't always been the commanding matriarch known to the town. Born and raised in Lakeview, she grew up in a middle-class family, distinguished by her intellect and unwavering resolve. From a young age, Sophia excelled, whether in academics or in the family's business. However, fate had grander designs in store for her. At the age of 20, while pursuing her studies at the local university, she crossed paths with an ambitious young man named George Harrington. George, hailing from a wealthy New York magnate family, had sought refuge in Lakeview to escape the fast-paced urban life. Enthralled by Sophia's charm and intelligence, George was captivated, while she was drawn to his drive and charisma. Together, they became a formidable duo, marrying and making their home in Lakeview, where George envisioned expanding his business ventures. With Sophia as his partner, George turned Lakeview from a small town into a bustling hub of commerce and trade. They were blessed with a son, William, and life seemed idyllic. However, the Harrington family's joy was shattered when George tragically perished in a sudden car accident. Left a widow, Sophia inherited the extensive family enterprises. George's passing dealt a severe blow to her, yet Sophia was a woman of resilience. Setting aside her sorrow, she threw herself into the family business, elevating George's empire into an even more formidable force. Contrary to his mother, William did not emulate her example. Raised amidst opulence and comfort, he grew into a lazy and self-absorbed young man. Neglecting the family business, he preferred squandering his time and wealth on extravagant soirees and journeys. Despite Sophia's tireless efforts to instill in him the virtues of diligence, responsibility, and allegiance to the family legacy, William remained indifferent. He reveled in a life of abundance, giving little thought to the repercussions of his actions. One tumultuous evening, William found himself arrested for engaging in an illicit street race, endangering innocent lives in Lakeview's residential vicinity. The news reached Sophia via a call from the local sheriff, leaving her shaken. Racing to the station, she discovered William confined within a cell, his gaze defiant as she approached, her heart heavy with worry. "William," Sophia began, her voice infused with determination despite the underlying emotion. "Do you truly comprehend the gravity of your actions?" William shrugged nonchalantly, a dismissive expression on his face. "Come on, Mom, it was just a race." Sophia shook her head in disbelief. "No, William, it was far more than just a race. Your reckless behavior could have resulted in someone's death. It could have cost you your life." Rolling his eyes, William scoffed. "Always with the melodrama, Mom?" Taking a deep breath to steady herself, Sophia fought to control her anger. "This isn't about drama, William. It's about lives. It's about our responsibilities. I expected better from you." William laughed mockingly, his disregard evident. "And I expected fewer lectures, Mom." Sophia resolutely stated, "That was the last straw, William. If you continue down this path, I won't always be there to bail you out. You must understand the consequences of your actions." Yet, as always, William failed to take his mother's words seriously. He continued with his life of excess, going as far as selling a valuable family property to finance one of his extravagant pursuits. When Sophia discovered this betrayal, It struck her like an icy shock, awakening her to the reality that her words and warnings were falling on deaf ears. It was in that pivotal moment that Sophia made a decision. She realized that drastic action was necessary to shake William out of his destructive lifestyle, to make him face the harsh realities of life and mature through the trials he would encounter. Above all, she was determined to make him never forget the lessons learned. After countless sleepless nights, Sophia forged a plan she believed to be their only hope. Driven by determination, she purchased a dilapidated farm in a remote part of Montana, a state renowned for its rugged beauty and demanding challenges. To ensure William would be in capable hands, she reached out to Mr. Peterson, an old friend and seasoned farmer who possessed the patience of a mentor and an understanding of the value of hard work. "Peterson," she spoke in a call, her voice filled with earnestness, "I have a favor to ask." Mr. Peterson, a man of few words and a hoarse voice, responded, "Go ahead, Sophia. I need you to take care of my son, William," she explained, sharing details of his reckless behavior and her plan to teach him a life-altering lesson. After a lengthy silence, Peterson finally agreed. "All right, Sophia, I'll take care of him." Relieved, Sophia expressed her gratitude before turning her attention to the most challenging aspect of her plan. She collected all of William's credit cards and access keys to his bank accounts. With a heavy sigh, she contacted the bank and requested that all accounts be blocked. The bank manager expressed surprise, questioning her decision. "I'm sure," she responded resolutely, "it's for his own good." And so, Sophia set her plan in motion, hoping that this experience would finally force William to confront the realities of his actions and the dire need for change. At a dinner held within the comfort of their home, amid exquisite dishes and expensive wine, Sophia broached the subject with William. "William," she began, her voice laced with a sense of purpose, "I need your assistance with a property we own in Montana." Uninterested, William replied, "Why me? Can't you hire someone else to handle it?" "Because you are my son," Sophia replied firmly, "and it's time for you to shoulder some responsibilities." Reluctantly, William agreed, assuming it would be just another adventure in his privileged life. However, upon arriving at the rundown farm in Montana, he was confronted with a sight he had not anticipated. The property stood as a mere shell of what it should have been, with dilapidated barns and crumbling fences. "I think there must be some mistake," William said to Mr. Peterson, confusion etching across his face. "My mother would never send me to a place like this." "There's no mistake, William," Peterson affirmed. "Your task is to breathe life back into this place." Shocked, William attempted to use his cards to purchase a ticket back home, only to discover that they had all been blocked. In a state of panic, he called his mother. "Mom, my cards aren't working. I need to come back home," he pleaded. "No, William," Sophia responded calmly. "You are going to stay there and learn to appreciate the value of hard work." William was left speechless. For the first time in his life, he was alone and without the safety net of his resources. He found himself compelled to remain on the farm and accept the guidance of Peterson, the man who would become his teacher and eventually his mentor. The initial days on the farm proved to be grueling for William. The labor was demanding, the sun beat down relentlessly, and the nights felt isolating. Yet, as the weeks transformed into months, William began to acclimate to rural life. Peterson instructed him on the care of the animals, sharing his wisdom about the distinct needs of each species that resided on the property. "William, every animal has its own requirements," Peterson explained one day, "and it is our responsibility to tend to those needs." William also gained knowledge on cultivating the land. He planted seeds, tended to the crops, and witnessed their growth under his vigilance. "The land yields what it receives," Peterson imparted. "If you care for it diligently, it will reciprocate." The physical labor remained arduous, but William gradually discovered a newfound appreciation for it. He began to recognize the sweat on his brow, the ache in his muscles, and the gratification born from his efforts. The once dilapidated farm started to flourish once more. Barns were reconstructed, fences were mended, and the soil became fertile again. Amidst it all, William experienced a sensation he had never known before: pride. One evening, after a particularly long day of toil, he gazed at the sun setting over the property and turned to Peterson. "I am sorry for my past foolishness," William confessed, his voice heavy with remorse. Peterson, gazing at the young man who had transformed into a responsible adult, responded, "The past is behind us, William. What truly matters is what you have learned and the person you have become." In that profound moment, William recognized that he had indeed evolved into a better version of himself, a person who embraced responsibility, worked diligently, and above all, valued the fruits of his labor. During his time on the farm, William found himself in need of assistance with one of the sick horses. It was during this encounter that he met Isabella, a talented local veterinarian who possessed striking brown hair and eyes that radiated wisdom beyond her years. Impressed by Isabella's kindness and her ability to handle the animals with care, William expressed his gratitude. "He has colic," she explained gently, her fingers soothingly caressing the distressed horse. "I will administer medication, and he will recover." "Thank you, Isabella," William uttered, marveling at her dedication to the welfare of the animals. In the following months, Isabella would visit the farm regularly to tend to the animals and share her knowledge with William. She showcased intelligence, gentleness, and understanding, gradually captivating William's heart. One day, after a weary afternoon caring for the animals, the two found respite beneath a tree. William looked at Isabella and with a sigh confessed, "I've never encountered anyone quite like you, Isabella. You are truly remarkable." Isabella's face brightened with a soft smile, her cheeks tinged with a delicate blush. "You have changed significantly as well, William. I am proud of the person you have become." It was in that profound moment that William recognized the deep love he held for Isabella. Approaching her with newfound conviction, he gently kissed her, and she reciprocated the gesture with equal fervor. From that day forward, their romantic relationship blossomed, further solidifying William's transformation. Together, they shared a profound bond, a love for animals, the land, and one another. The farm became a symbol of renewal, representing hope and a brighter future for them both. Meanwhile, in Lakeview, Sophia eagerly followed the progress of William's transformation through the detailed letters sent by Mr. Peterson. With each update, Sophia's face warmed with pride and relief, knowing that her plan was yielding the desired results. One day, a peculiar envelope arrived, distinguished by the clumsy yet unmistakable handwriting of William in the upper left corner. Sophia's hand trembled slightly as she delicately slid a letter opener beneath the seal. As she unfolded the letter and began to read, each word resonated deeply within her heart. "Dear Mom, I hope this letter finds you in good health. I am writing to you from our farm in Montana, a place that I once would have scorned, but now consider my true home. I have spent considerable time reflecting on my mistakes, the choices I have made, and the people I have hurt. My heart aches when I think about the pain I have caused you. I was selfish, reckless, and unappreciative. And for that, I offer my deepest and sincerest apologies. Here, removed from the distractions and temptations of the city, I have had the space and time to truly discover myself. I have learned the intrinsic value of hard work, the importance of taking responsibility, and the immense satisfaction that follows when I witness the direct result of my own unwavering effort. This realization has illuminated just how diligently you work to provide me with a good life, and it pains me to admit how gravely I took that for granted. You have always been my unwavering supporter, even in moments when I did not deserve it. Your patience, love, and hope never wavered, even when I offered you every reason to doubt. Today, I comprehend the magnitude of your love for me and deeply regret the time it took me to awaken to it. Mom, I thank you. I thank you for never giving up on me, for loving me even when I could not love myself. Your love has transformed me, and I vow to honor it every single day with love and gratitude. William's sincere and remorseful words washed over Sophia like a soothing balm for the wounds of the past. Every line was a salve, affirming the growth and redemption her son had found. Tears of relief and overwhelming joy filled Sophia's eyes. Determined, she knew it was time to visit William, to embrace him, and reveal the truth that had guided her actions all along. Arriving at the farm, Sophia was greeted by a transformed William. He exuded a newfound strength, maturity, and genuine happiness that she had never witnessed before. Looking deeply into her son's eyes, Sophia mustered the courage to reveal the truth. "William," she began, her voice tinged with a mixture of apprehension and love, "I was the one who bought this farm and orchestrated everything." William's surprise was evident as he stared at his mother, trying to comprehend her words. You planned all of this," he stammered, his emotions swirling within him. Sophia nodded, her gaze unwavering. "What I needed you to grasp, William, was the value of hard work and personal growth." He fell silent, a whirlwind of emotions flooding his thoughts. Initial feelings of betrayal clashed with the memories of the invaluable lessons he had learned on the farm, the profound love he had discovered with Isabella, and the undeniable growth he had experienced within himself. With a sigh, William looked at Sophia, his eyes filled with a mix of understanding and gratitude. "I understand, Mom," he admitted, his voice filled with a newfound wisdom. "I understand everything, and I'm grateful for what you've done." On that day, mother and son reconciled, with William finally comprehending the depths of Sophia's unconditional love and the wisdom behind her actions. After months of learning, growth, and newfound purpose, William made the decision to return to Lakeview. He was no longer the reckless and aimless young man who had left the town. Instead, he emerged as a mature, responsible, and determined individual. As the sun rose on that fateful morning, William and Isabella arrived in Lakeview, pulling up in front of the majestic Harrington mansion. Isabella nervously glanced at William, but he offered her a reassuring squeeze of her hand. Assuming the mantle of leadership of the family business, with a determination he had never before exhibited, William applied the skills he had acquired during his transformative journey. Under his guidance, the company flourished, reaping the rewards of his newfound commitment and work ethic. William's transformation left the town of Lakeview in awe as they witnessed the remarkable growth of a once wayward soul. People who had once regarded him with skepticism and disregard now regarded him with profound respect as a competent leader and a man of unwavering character. "This is the new William," they marveled. "It's hard to believe he's the same person." Indeed, William's reemergence held a newfound sparkle in his eyes, a light that radiated with the deep love he held for Isabella. He proudly introduced her to the town, not only as his girlfriend, but as the great love of his life. Sophia, in turn, beamed with utmost joy at her son's remarkable transformation. Witnessing William's growth, change, and the love he shared with Isabella was an immeasurable source of happiness and validation for her unwavering faith in him. "Isabella, welcome to the family," Sophia exclaimed, enveloping her in a warm hug. "I am overjoyed that you and William have found each other." Thus, the Harrington family gained a new member, and William, the prodigal son, returned not only as a transformed man, but also as the leader his mother had always believed he could become. However, life in the grand Harrington mansion was abruptly shattered when tragedy struck. Sophia, the matriarch who had played an instrumental role in William's transformation, succumbed to an unknown illness. The devastating loss left William ravaged with grief, a profound void consuming his heart. The weight of guilt settled heavily upon his shoulders as he grappled with the regret of not having spent more time with his mother, of not expressing his gratitude and love more fervently. Sophia's funeral was a somber affair, attended by a sea of mourners from near and far. The church overflowed with people who had been touched by Sophia's presence in their lives. The air was heavy with grief, punctuated only by hushed whispers and stifled sobs. After the funeral, the family's lawyer, a middle-aged man with gold-rimmed glasses, gathered the family in the living room of the Harrington mansion. With a grave expression, he opened the envelope containing Sophia's will and began to read. The contents of the will left everyone in attendance astonished, their eyes widening in disbelief. The Montana farm, which had appeared to be a simple teaching tool in Sophia's plan to transform William's life, held an astonishing secret. Hidden beneath the seemingly barren and worn land lay a vast deposit of unexplored gold. William felt as though the ground had shifted beneath his feet, his mind struggling to process the revelation. In that moment, he realized that it was not merely a revelation of hidden wealth, but rather a testament to his mother's wisdom and vision. Sophia had not only taught him the importance of hard work and responsibility, but also the ability to see beyond surface appearances and recognize true value. She had instilled in him the ability to find wealth where others saw only poverty and to understand the true essence of life. Sophia's legacy extended beyond molding William into a better man. It now encompassed a fortune that would benefit generations of the Harrington family. Overwhelmed with gratitude and understanding, William embraced the profound depths of his mother's love and wisdom. With Isabella by his side, he made a solemn promise to honor his mother's memory by managing the family's newfound wealth wisely and continuing to grow as a person. Fueled by a sense of purpose and the legacy entrusted to him, William resolved to return to the Montana farm. There, he would manage both the gold mine and the farming operations with the same love, dedication, and integrity that his mother had shown him. Sophia's legacy would live on through him as he embarked on a journey to honor her memory and secure the future of the Harrington family. And so, my friends, we come to the end of this incredible story, the story of William Harrington. It is a tale of transformation, from reckless desires to responsibility, from arrogance to humility, and from superficial wealth to the recognition of true wealth hidden beneath simplicity. Let this story serve as a reminder that genuine change comes from within, and that the most valuable lessons often emerge from the most challenging experiences. I appreciate all of you for joining in. I trust this narrative resonated with you just as deeply as it did with me. Always remember, the genuine worth in life lies not in our possessions, but in the individuals we evolve into. If this account brought you joy, please remember to hit the like button and share it with your acquaintances. And if you haven't subscribed yet, ensure you click the subscribe button to catch the upcoming inspiring tales.